Welcome back to Mason High School. We're the bottom of the first. Noah Samuel gets it started with a 1-2-3 inning against the Aviators. And two are sat down now for Chrisman, the starting righty for the Sycamore Aviators. That brings Jake Hanley up to bat. I'm Ben Haller alongside David Metzger for this one. On the 1-1 count, they're going to say Jake Hanley went around.
That was a close one there. I don't fully agree with that call there.
With 2 strikes on him, Hanley able to lay off the breaking pitch. So the first time these two teams have met this season, they will play again on Friday. That one will happen at Miami University in Oxford, Ohio. Jake Hanley grounds one up the middle for the first base hit of the game for the Comets. And Mason's got a base runner now for Michael Murphy.
The designated hitter, number 4, Michael Murphy.
Murphy coming off that walk-off double. Walk-off 2 RBI double against Dakota East on Friday. We'll see what he can do here with 1 on and 2 out. First pitch from Chrisman fouled off. Chrisman. Pitching out the stretch for the first time tonight. That one fouled back by Murphy again.
Chrisman is especially looking at these breaking balls to start off each at bat. He's thrown 3.
The 0-2 Murphy on the outside corner. Sycamore fans thought that one was a strike, disagreeing with the call. But Murphy staying alive. Chrisman going to step off, try to keep Hanley in check. The 1-2 count. Mason's got a makeup game tomorrow against Middletown. That one's at home. Murphy drills that one into left field, going back off the wall. Waving around Jake Hanley. He'll score, and the first run of the night comes courtesy of a Michael Murphy double.
And another RBI. Start off the streak from last game from Michael Murphy. That one was almost out of here, to say the least. That was tattooed. Great way to start the inning off.
Mason still got something going here, too. Michael Murphy's in scoring position now, and here's A.J. Lefton, another senior on this Comets squad, committed to play baseball at Jefferson University, He singles up the middle. Coming home is going to be Murphy, and Murphy out without a contest. It was a weird play. I don't think Murphy saw the shortstop was able to scoop that one up. And just threw it on home. Miscommunication and some struggle with base running, but that ends the bottom of the first inning. Comets do take a 1-0 lead over the Sycamore Aviators.
Number 99.
Welcome back to Mason High School. Only in the second inning, but the Comets already have a 1-0 lead, courtesy back-to-back hits. A single from Jake Hanley and a RBI double from Michael Murphy, getting the scoring started early for the Comets. And when you got a pitcher like Noah Samuel on the mound, you don't need a whole lot of run support.
You do not need a lot of run support.
First pitch of the at-bat, first pitch of the inning, fouled off for strike number 1. Up to bat is Jordan Dye. He fouls off 2 straight back into the net. Samuel ahead early in the count. As we said, Mason will play Middletown tomorrow. Not sure who will start that one. We do know Brendan Garula will either go tomorrow or Friday. Friday they play Sycamore again at Miami University. And whichever one he does not start, we'll either see A.J. Lefton or Quentin Kaler start that one. A 1-2 pitch, 1-2 count now. A check swing by Dye. He swung on and missed for strike number 3 and out number 1. Samuel's second strikeout of the ball game.
You're going to see a lot more of those.
Number 33, Charlie Hall.
You will see a lot more strikeouts from Samuel here. Only threw 4 batters, so.
Here comes the center fielder, Charlie Hall. Lefty on lefty matchup. That one in there for strike number 1.
Nice breaking ball there.
Hall, a multi-sport athlete, starts on the Sycamore basketball team as well. They had a pretty successful season. They lost in the district finals to Fairmont. Oh, 2 on Hall. Swing on and missed. A strikeout on 3 pitches, and Charlie Hall's down swinging for out number 2 of the inning.
Number 4, Josh.
And that'll bring up
Kotzik.
Josh Kotzik.
3 straight strikes, 2 breaking balls, and ended off with a fastball. That's a different combination than we've seen these last 4 batters before.
Another lefty on lefty matchup. Strike 1. On Kotzik. And there's the high heat from Samuel, a dangerous pitch there. And what makes Samuel so effective is his ability to mix pitches as well. It's not just that fastball that he uses. Two strikes here. Throw that one outside, evens the count. Or keep the count at 1-2. That one swung on and missed. Strike out the side, Noah Samuel to end the top of the second. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Mason still holds a 1-0 lead over the Sycamore Aviators.
The Mason Home Run Club.
Bottom of the second inning here at Mason High School. Kevin West will lead things off for the Comets, holding a 1-0 lead over the Sycamore Aviators, courtesy of a Michael Murphy RBI double. And that's how dangerous the middle of this Comet lineup is. The 2-3-4 and Garula, Hanley, and Murphy. First pitch in there for strike number 1. Here's a 6-hole hitter and Kevin West. West, a senior center fielder. And he lifts this one into center field, having no problem with that, is Charlie Hall to record the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Brady Bly, leads the GMC.
Number 9.
Or led the GMC for a while, leads the team in batting average. Was hitting .570 for a while, and you see a high batting average like that, and you think, well, he just hasn't played that many games or had that many at-bats, but no, he starts 2/3 of every Mason Comet game just about. He looks at strike one here. He's down 0-2 early in the count. Christman getting what he likes. On the lefty, Bly. The 0-2 just off the outside corner. Sycamore fans wanted a strike there. Looked like the right call to us.
Definitely the right call from us. We got the best view in the park, so.
1-2 in the same exact spot, but strike three to Brady Bly. He sat down on 4 pitches. And that'll bring up Nick Stroud, the second baseman.
The second baseman, number 12, Nick Stroud.
First pitch to Stroud. He's able to lay off for ball one. Check swing for strike one, evens the count at 1. Stroud only a junior, his first year of varsity experience. Tips that one into the mid for strike 2. That's Finley. And Stroud's down early now, 1-2. Breaking pitch just off the outside corner. Christman thought he had that one for the third out, but that just evens the count at 2.
That one looked a little better from our point of view than the last one.
I think I'd have to agree on that one. Comes back in the same spot again, and the strikeout looking number 2 of the inning for Christman. That sits down Mason in the bottom of the second. Comets still lead 1-0 over the Aviators. Top of the third here at Mason High School. The Comets hold a 1-0 lead over their rival, the Sycamore Aviators. Noah Samuel looked good through 2. Christman as well, just a couple of mistakes on back-to-back hits.
Number 23,
But it's a dangerous
Weston.
Mason offense, tough to pitch to.
Tough to pitch to. Samuel's dealing, so.
First pitch, filthy. Just a hard fastball, over 90 miles an hour for strike number 1. Here's Ralston. That's his first time up tonight. That one's outside for ball one. And Ralston's ahead in the count, 2-1 now. Samuel, very fastball heavy, but he does mix up his pitches a little bit. He's got a good breaking ball. He's got a nice curve ball that he likes to mix in. The 1-2 is popped up, out of play. We'll even the count. Look out for a car there. Count now 2-2 on Ralston. Samuel, 4 strikeouts already in this one. That one just a little high, runs the count full. He'll take his time here. Big pitch coming up to lead off the inning. Ralston, a full count, looking at Samuel. The payoff. Curveball outside corner, strike 3 to Ralston. It's the 5th strikeout of the night for Samuel. Number 1 of the inning. That's the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Fridley.
That's some filthy stuff right there from Samuel. It has not been a fun day for the Aves in the box against Samuel.
Here's Fridley, another righty for the Sycamore squad. Swings at strike number 1. There's ball 1. Noah Samuel did have that one. On paper, it was a rough outing against Middletown. He gave up a grand slam. Middletown would go on to win that one, 7-1. That was Mason's only loss, only GMC loss on the season. But it was really just an unfortunate inning he had there. There were a couple of errors made, a walk that he gave up, or a bloop, one error, a bloop single, and a walk that he gave up. And then Middletown's 8-hitter got a hold of one, grand slam, put him up 4-0, and that was really all Noah Samuel had that day. He recorded 3 1/3 innings, so that's 10 outs that day on 10 strikeouts. So, if there's any moral victories on a game where you give up 3 earned, but he bounced back the next time. A no-hitter against Kings. That was his next appearance. And they thought he had strike number 3 here on Fridley, but they're going to say that one runs the count full.
I don't know if we agree with that call completely now. That one looked right down the pipe.
He'll have another opportunity here. That one, no question that it's outside. That's the first base runner of the inning for Sycamore.
Number 10, Cy Coded.
Perfect games away. After 2 2/3. Unfortunate.
Here's Codedad, a 9-hole hitter, a shortstop for this Sycamore team. And Noah Samuel, for the first time tonight, will be pitching out of the stretch. And Samuel tried to keep him on at first. That one got away. And Fridley's able to get up to second. Hanley not able to control that one. And now Sycamore's got one in scoring position. With only 1 out.
What happened to the best of us? Bounce back here.
They'll change the approach here for Samuel. Samuel, for the first time tonight, has some trouble, and he deals ball 1 to Codedad. The Georgia Tech commit. Playing baseball in the ACC, doesn't get much better than that. Fastball right down the middle is fouled off. Good job by Codedad, able to fight that one off.
Unless you go straight to the league, then it could get a little better than ACC baseball.
You got a point there, David.
Another option.
Beat me on that one. It's a 1-1 count even on Codedad. That one just, I'm going to say, caught the outside corner. That one looked a lot more outside than the ball we saw earlier in this inning that Mason fans weren't happy about.
Mason fans were happy about that call. They gave it a little clap in the back.
Maybe a little makeup call.
Yeah.
He's heading the count now, 1-2. A big out here. After this, we'll have to flip the line up to the top of the inning. The time we called. And 1-2. Outside corner, strike 3 to Codadad. Another one perfectly placed for out number 2. And that's strikeout number 6 for Noah Samuel. And we turn the line up to the top. Jake Hertzman, the pitcher for Sycamore. He's got a chance now with 2 out, 1 in scoring position. Umpire wants another time. Mason currently holds a 1-game lead over Oak Hills for first place in the GMC. Those two teams will meet again. Last game of the year on May 14th. That's a makeup game. That one was almost in the dirt, but they call it a strike. Mason's got some generous calls as of late. There's the first pitch to Hertzman. I'm sure Hertzman telling the umpire, all right, when I'm on the mound, you better give me the same call. 0-2 now, that one fouled off. After this one, Mason will have 3 more GMC games. That one high for ball 1. They'll play Middletown tomorrow, Sycamore game 2 on Friday. And then, like I mentioned, that Oak Hills game next Saturday, the last game of the season. They've dealt with a lot of weather issues this year, a lot of makeup games. The 1-2 bounces and hit Hertzman in the jaw after it caught the ground. But on that one, Fridley tried to take third. He gets thrown out. A kind of a weird play. They're mad that the umpires didn't call a time. It bounced and hit Hertzman. We're going to stay here for a second. A weird play, but Sycamore coach doesn't seem to be too unhappy. So that's how the top of the third ends. Comets hold a lead, 1-0. Noah Samuel still dealing through 3. Bottom of the third here from Mason High School. The Comets hold a 1-0 lead over the Sycamore Aviators. A weird end to the top of the third. And the subject of that was Christman, who's now on the mound for the Aviators. He's pitched pretty well so far. Only a couple mistakes on back-to-back hits to Hanley and Murphy. Anthony Sullick, the sophomore shortstop, gets things started in the bottom of the third, and he'll ground out to the second baseman for out number 1. I'll turn it over to the top of the lineup. Here's Sean Krukenberg.
Anthony Solik almost beat that out as a routine ground ball to second base with those wheels.
That's what Solik has. He's speed, better than anyone on this team. And that's why he's a real threat once he gets on base to steal bases. And like to pinch run with him a lot.
Many might not know, but he might be one of the most athletic players on this team. Pure athleticism, so.
He's a multi-sport athlete, basketball player as well. Was bound to swing JV varsity this year until he got sidelined with a wrist injury for the whole season. Unfortunate, but he's back here for baseball season. And talk about speed. Here's Sean Krukenberg, the leadoff hitter for the Comets, down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch fouled off out of play behind the net.
On to Snyder Road it goes.
David, hate to embarrass you, but that is Mason Montgomery Road right out there.
He said Snyder in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, that's what Sycamore's down. And strike 3 to Krukenberg. The Battle of Snyder's what they call it. Battle of Skies, whatever you want to call it. 1-0 Comets lead. Krukenberg sat down.
Right fielder, number 5, Brendan Garula.
That's a second out. Brendan Garula up now. Talked about he'll pitch either tomorrow or Friday against Middletown or Sycamore again. Swings on strike number 1. He struck out on the first. That was his first at bat. And Garula rounds that one to shortstop. Throw on for out number 3 of the inning. A 1-2-3 quick inning for Chrisman. And through 3, Comets lead 1-0 here at Mason High School. Through 3, the Comets hold a 1-0 lead over the Aviators. Hertzman will lead off the inning for Sycamore. Still up
number
after
11, Jake Hertzman.
That weird play at third base where Fridley was thrown out. And Chrisman still talking about it with the umpire. He was hit in the face after it hit the dirt. He wanted a dead ball, but no dead ball was called. Noah Samuel back out on the mound to start the 4th. First pitch drilled into center field. Kevin West able to range under that, no problem for out number 1. Chrisman retired.
First ball to get into the outfield for the A's today.
Number 66,
And that'll
Benji Kotzen.
Ben Kotzen up for Sycamore. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He looks at ball 1. A right fielder, and it's a very righty-heavy lineup for Sycamore. Only 2 lefties and Hertzig, no exception. Check swing, the appeal down to first base. They're going to say he went. That evens the count at 1. Sycamore fans not happy about that one. Another breaking ball in the dirt.
Sycamore fans have not been very happy with these calls this game.
It started to look more lopsided towards their favor, but I would say, even as a Mason fan, Mason's got a little lucky on some calls. That one bounces in the dirt. Now Kotzik's got a hitter's count 3-1.
Probably going to see a fastball here from Samuel. Try and get this thing 3-2.
A 3-1. It is a fastball right down the middle. Going to be a tough play for Solik to make, but he's able to make it. Out number 2 on the inning. Strong performance so far from this Mason defense.
Number 2, Zach Christ.
And Zach Christ will come up now for Sycamore.
Great play by Anthony Solik at short. That was extremely smooth, extremely fluid. Made it look a lot easier than that play was.
Another righty for Sycamore. Here's Christ, 0 for 1 on the day. Outside corner low, but called a strike. That's how he starts off Christ. And another one. Breaking pitch filthy. A fastball and a breaking ball to get 0-2 on Christ. That just shows the mix of pitches Samuel has. And the variety. Another one, breaking pitch. Brady Bly lost it. Able to pick it up, throw on to first, not in time. So after a strikeout, Bly lost it. And Chris is able to get to first. First base run of the inning for Dye. There's Dylan Dye. Left fielder for the Sycamore squad. Cleanup hitter. Fastball right down the middle for strike number 1. And that's Samuel's bread and butter right there. Still 2 outs in the inning, but there's now a runner on first. The 0-1 fouled off, and Samuel another time is ahead early, 0-2. Worked pretty efficiently today. So has thrown 56 pitches through 3 2/3.
A lot of times here.
Dye and the umpire, both of them, seems like they're taking their fair share of times. The 0-2 count. Breaking pitch. That one bounces into the chest of Bly. Good job by Bly blocking that. Seen a lot of pitches in the dirt today from Samuel, and Bly's done a really nice job with them.
This breaking ball's been they've been landing a little front of the plate recently, in front of the zone. So another time here from Dye. This bat's feeling really long.
Yeah, Dylan Dye taking his time. Two outs, 2 strike, 1 and 2 count. Fouled back right at us. I think we're lucky I have a very slow reaction time, or else I think I would have reacted poorly to that one. I think I was able to process that I was behind the net.
It's close to hitting our monitor there. It's kind of lucky I was about half.
That's a $150 monitor right there. I think I'd have to ask Dylan Dye to replace it.
Or Dale Connor.
1-2 on Dye. We'll try it again. Breaking pitch, filthy. Strike number 3. Noah Samuel dealing through 4. In the middle of the 4th, Comets still lead 1-0. Through 3.5, the Comets lead 1-0 over the Sycamore Aviators and getting it started. And the bottom of the fourth is who got the scoring started in the first. Jake Hanley.
First baseman, number 34, Jake Hanley.
With 2 outs, got a single in the top of the first. Michael Murphy would then bring him in with an RBI double, and Hanley starts this one, lifting it deep into center field. No problem for Charlie Hall for out number 1 of the inning.
Hanley upset with himself after that one. He thought he got a hold of
hitter,
it.
number 4, Michael Murphy.
Yeah, Hanley liked that pitch, just didn't get enough of it. Now here's Murphy. He's very hot right now. Another one grounded. It'll be a tough play for the third baseman to make. Murphy's got a good jump on it, and he'll be safe. Throw gets away. Murphy on his way to second. He'll get there without a throw. And Michael Murphy, a 2-base error. We'll score that a hit, and then the error on the throw. Excuse me. His second hit of the game. And now there's a runner in scoring position for A.J. Lefton. Lefton, another one of those two-way players, playing third base tonight, but he can pitch as well. There's a good chance we see him either tomorrow or Friday, whichever game Garula doesn't pitch. It was a low breaking ball.
Saw Michael Murphy there on that last at-bat, put on the wheels, something you don't see a lot from Michael Murphy.
And there's a lot of speed on this Mason team when it comes to the base paths. They're top of the GMC in steals. As Lefton steps off. Lefton, a utility guy, can play really anywhere. This Mason defense needs him. Played some shortstop earlier in the year with Cox out. He's played second and third where he makes his home. And then corner outfield, right and left, he's played a little bit this year as well. That's not to mention how he can pitch. Swings on, strike number 1.
A little upset with himself there after that one. He liked that fastball on the outside. Just didn't get a hold of it.
Still ahead in the count, 2-1. Crispin looks back to keep Murphy at second.
Just had to keep him disciplined there. Make sure he didn't get too big of a secondary.
Another filthy breaking pitch. This one just a little too low. Didn't catch the corner early enough. And now I've got a hitter's count for Lefton. Lefton singled in the first, but it was Murphy who got thrown out at the plate. 3-1, drilled into right field. That one is going to be caught. Good job by Murphy getting back to second. It looked like he may have had a good shot there. Well, that's just out number 2, a hard hit. Line out for Lefton. Still 1 in scoring position for Kevin West.
Number 1, Kevin West.
Big secondary there from Murphy out and the fly out there to right from Lefton. Almost got a little too much of a secondary, but makes it back in time. Good fastball on the outside.
Yeah, perfect pitch, low and outside, just on the corner. For strike 1, Brady Bly on deck. 7-hitter for this Comet squad. Another pitch, just that one, just a little too outside and wide. Evens the count at 1. West has always been really good defensively. He struggled last year at the plate. They DH'd from a lot, but he bounced back this season. Having a terrific year at the plate, and he smokes one into center field there. That gets down. That'll score Murphy for the second run of the game with the Comets up 2-0. The senior Kevin West, RBI single.
Charlie Hall misses the cutoff from center field. That's a reason. Wasn't really a play at the plate. You would have
The catcher,
usually seen
number 9,
a play at the plate there, but
Brady Bly.
gets away from the cutoff man.
Here Bly will step to the plate. Still 2 outs in the inning, but Kevin West on first now, and a run already in. Now here's Bly, the senior catcher. I think Coach Bly going to talk to the umpire here. Not sure what it's about. We'll play on. And Bly swings this one now. Not having to move in the left fielder. That's the 3rd out of the inning. Christman able to get out of it, but not before. An RBI single from Kevin West puts the Comets up 2-0 heading into the 5th. Heading into the top of the 5th here from Mason High School. The Mason Comets have 2-0 lead. A couple of RBI hits, one from Michael Murphy and one from Kevin West. And a beautifully pitched game so far through 4 from Noah Samuel. Charlie Hall for the Aviators will get the lead off. Hall square around a bunt. He decided a little too late. Pulls it back. It's a strike anyway.
You cannot be deciding a little too late if you're going to bunt on Samuel with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball coming at you.
Yeah.
So you got to decide and decide quick.
He's trying to mix that breaking pitch in there. That one bounces in the dirt for ball 1. Hall 0 for 1 on the night. Strikeout looking. That's when Samuel got back-to-back strikeouts looking on filthy breaking pitches in the 2nd. He faces him in the 5th now. Down early 2-1. This Mason team has a lot of depth in their pitching staff. Hall fouls that one off, even did it 2. You hear the stories and you hear everyone talk about Samuel, Murphy, and Garula. But then you also got guys like A.J. Lefton, Quentin Kaler, who have put together some really nice starts and are also really good out of the bullpen. Jax Rogan's had some nice outings out of the bullpen. Strike 3, swung on and missed. One looking and one swinging for Charlie Hall tonight. He's 0 for 2, and there's 1 out in the inning.
Noah Samuel's not making it
Number
fun
4, Josh Kotzen.
and easy for these A's at bats. We've seen a lot of just bad at bats, I think. Just not really getting a lot from any of these guys.
Here's Kotick, breaking pitch, ball number 1 to him.
And when they do put it in play, you got guys like Anthony Solik making good plays. So
Yeah, he's made a couple of good plays tonight, only a sophomore with the injury of Drew Cox. It's going to be a big role to step up at the shortstop spot. Solik's done a nice job of that so far, especially if he can get the bats going. Kotsick swings on to strike one. Another heater on the outside corner for strike two. There's just not much Kotsick could do about that one, especially with the placement on that one by Samuel. The 1-2 breaking pitch in the dirt. This time Bly, no trouble with it, throws on to first. A second strikeout of the inning for Noah Samuel. And Ralston, with no one on and 2 outs, going to have to get something going for Sycamore. Top of the fifth. 11 strikeouts on the night for Noah Samuel, only 1 walk. Strike one, just a little low. But they call it a strike. Outside corner again. That one, they say a little too low. It looked close to me, but.
Now you're hearing the Mason fans getting a little bit of complaints from the crowd.
1-1 that one, no question about it. That's outside. Samuel's pitch count now at 70 through 4 2/3. And he's looking at a 2-1 count on Ralston. Alex Ralston, 0 for 1 tonight. That one looks like it got Ralston. That's the second base runner Sycamore's got tonight. A walk and a hit by pitch. A third base runner, a walk hit by pitch, and there was a strikeout that got away from Bly.
Number 42, Jack Fridley.
Ralston kind of took that one like a champ.
Yeah,
It's not fun having a 90
sure
mile
it's
an
not
hour
easy.
fastball.
Yeah.
So he ran pretty first pretty fast for after getting hit. We're gonna have a pinch runner here.
We'll have a pinch runner. High school baseball, all starters are allowed to be re-entered once. Sycamore, when they're having trouble getting base runners on, you figured you don't really want to save those, especially we're already in the 5th inning. Here's Fridley up now. He walked in the 3rd inning. Samuel looks over. First base. Nothing there. Five hits on the night for the Comets. None for the Aviators. That one on the outside corner, 2-0. Or 1-0. It's first pitch of the inning. Bottom of the lineup is the threat here for Samuel. Runner on first with 2 out. He'll look back at first. Hanley's tag is late.
Nice pickoff there by Samuel.
And that pitching depth that we talked about earlier in the inning is going to be big for the Comets going into the playoffs. You really only need 2 starters when you get the playoffs. And when you have 3 good starters like Mason does, that allows you to put one of them in the bullpen who can come out maybe more frequently at the end of games than they would if they were starting. So that puts Mason in a really good spot heading into tournament time. The tournament draw is this Sunday. That's when we'll know where Mason will go. And that one off the dirt bounces off the helmet of Bly. Runner advances second, no problem. That's a 2-1 count now on Fridley. Samuel's fallen behind a count the last 2 at bats. Evens it there with a fastball right down the middle, swung on and missed. Now he's a strike away from getting out of the inning. Bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. Comets lead 2-0. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Strikeout number 12 for Noah Samuel. That's how we head to the middle of the 5th inning. Comets still hold a 2-0 lead over the Sycamore Aviators. Noah Samuel has dealt through 5 here for the Comets. Chrisman tries to do the same. Comets lead 2-0 with Nick Stroud leading off the inning. A couple of RBI base hits in this one from Michael Murphy and Kevin West. That's the reason for the Comets' lead. That first pitch of the innings fouled off by Stroud. You look at the Masons' schedule and results, and you see a lot of low-scoring games, obviously with their pitching, but their offense has struggled a little bit. Coach Bly says their goal every game is 7 runs, 6 or 7 to get in that range. But you got to feel confident that with the pitchers that Mason has, that a lot of times 3, 4, 5 runs will get the job done. A weird foul ball off down the first base line from Stroud.
Kind of just died there in the grass.
Let's be 0-2. Grass under some weird conditions. We're good enough to play today, though. Last night we got a lot of rain. That's the first ball on the outside corner dealt to Stroud.
That one was outside for sure.
It's a 1-2 count on him now. Outside again, evens.
No complaints there from the fans. Those are some ones we've been getting some complaints from.
Two-two count popped up. Going to be Christman, the pitcher, coming over to make the play for out number 1 of the inning. Very rarely do you see the pitcher come in and take an infield pop-up, but he felt he could get that one without any problems. That's how Stroud is set down. Here comes Anthony Solik. Here's Solik, made a couple really nice plays earlier in this game defensively. Takes strike 1 down the middle. This one grounded off another routine play right to the second baseman. That be out number 2. That's the second time he grounded that second baseman where he's gotten close to making it a play there.
He puts his head down and he just starts chugging down that first base line.
Number 29, Sean Krukenberg.
Here's Krukenberg with 2 outs.
That's what they like to call a hard 90.
Solik will give you a lot of hard 90s.
He will.
So will this guy, the junior Sean Krukenberg, starting in left field tonight. He looks at strike 1. We talked about Mason's speed on the base path, leading the league in stolen bases. That one's low to Krukenberg. Pitch count for Christman's a little lower than Samuel, despite giving up 2 more runs. He's only at 55 right now. Sycamore, while they haven't hit Samuel well at all, they have done a good job battling off a lot of his at-bats. With 2 outs, here's 2-2 on Krukenberg. That one way outside, thrown away by Christman.
See if Sean Krukenberg can get on base the first time tonight.
He's 0 for 2. And he grounds that one. Going to be a tough play for the second baseman. Nice range over there to get the 3rd out of the inning. 3 straight. Plays in the infield. Sits down. The Comets in the bottom of the 5th. They still hold a 2-0 lead. Heading to the 6th, Sam will come back out. 2-0. Noah Samuel comes out for another inning of work. This time it's the top of the 6th through 5. No hits, 2 walks. No hits, excuse me. 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch. 12 strikeouts in Cotadadel. Get it started for the Aviators. 76, only needed 76 pitches to get through those 5 innings. They'll face the bottom of the lineup here, the 9-hitter. Right down the middle for strike 1. That one left in. Made contact with it in fair territory. The throw is going to be late for Samuel. We're going to wait to see what the official call on that one is. And I think they're going to give that a hit. That's the first base hit of the night for Sycamore. The 9-hitter, Cotadad. It's the inning started for the Aviators.
No hitter's gone. It's a debatable call.
It would have been a tough play for Lefton to make.
It almost looked foul, though. From our angle, you can't really see it as well, but
we can debate about that for a while, but scorekeeper Zach saying it's a hit number 1.
disagree.
Here's Hertzman.
I still want the no-hitter.
We might be able to go back and change it. Hertzman now, that one lifts it west. A diving play made in center field, and he's going to be able to double up the Aviators. What a play made by Kevin West in center, a double play. And when you don't get the bats going like the Aviators have it all night, you see a hit off a bat like that, and if you're coated out at first, you just want to run.
That's the reason he's out there in center. He turned on the wheels and just made a great play.
And he's got a great play tonight for a double play, and he's also got an RBI single.
Player of the game.
Kevin West.
Player of the game at the moment, maybe. Maybe Samuel. Oh.
Filthy breaking pitch, strike 1.
Hear it from the Comets dugout. That was
Here's Kotzik.
nasty to say the least.
Benji. Kotzik 0-1 on him. That one's in the dirt. Another one, exact same spot as that first pitch. Swung on and missed. Kotzik, there's not much you can do with that one. And now Samuel's a strike away from getting out of this inning after giving up the leadoff single. And that one, fastball right down the middle. Strike number 3 through 6.
The McGregor
Still giving up
walk.
no runs. You see a McGregor walk from Noah Samuel. That's how we head to the middle of the 6th. Comets lead 2-0.
Fielder number 5.
Brendan Garula will get us started in the bottom of the 6th. Comets have a 2-0 lead over Sycamore. Noah Samuel's pitched a gem so far. Only sitting at 84 pitches. He's gone through 6, only 1 base hit, no earned runs. And first pitch swing, and Garula's going to pop that up out of play.
No car.
No car on that one. I know my car's pretty close, so every time there's one behind the play, my heart drops a little bit. You get scared.
Didn't want to make the walk from the corner of the Mason Middle School parking lot.
That one in the dirt, evens accounted 1. Garula had a very strong start to the season at the plate and has kept it going. It's been a little cold as of late, but we know what he's capable of. Another one popped up out of play.
That one's going to hit the middle school. Boom. Bang.
Better the building than my car. I'll say I got scared about one over at the softball game on Monday. I was doing PA in the press box, and my car was the closest parked car to the field, and I could tell by the reaction to the fans that one of the foul balls hit a car. Luckily, it was a car that was driving by at the time, so close, but I fortunately was able to get out of that one. 2-2 count. Now Garula drives one down the right field line. That one's going to get down. Garula will be waved around to second as the right fielder gathers it. A stand-up double for Garula to lead off the 6th inning. Jake Hanley stepping up to the plate now.
You were probably shaking your boots in the PA box.
I was. I'll tell you.
You go out in between
my sister was taking photos on that game, and I texted her. I made her go check my car to make sure that nothing hit it. And even when she texted me that everything was fine, I still didn't 100% trust it. So had to see for myself after the game. But fortunately, everything was okay with my car.
Maybe she could have got a photo of the ball in the car.
That wouldn't have been funny. That would have been cruel.
I think it would have been funny. A time coming from the Aves.
Pitching coach going to come out to talk to Christman on this one. He's only at 63 pitches on the night. 6 hits, 2 earned runs.
Hanley's the type of guy you'd probably pinch walk, but it just hurts that he's in the middle of the big 3 kind of, you'd say, in the lineup.
Yep, so Garula, Hanley. I mean, it's hard to intentionally walk to get to Michael Murphy, especially when he's already got an RBI double tonight. So they will pitch to Hanley.
You kind of feeling
no outs.
You feeling a bomb here?
Are you trying to call Jake's shot here?
I kind of am. Kind of feel a deep right center, little 350 action.
And we'll see if he can pull one here. Garula on second. First pitch, nothing Hanley could do with. Outside for ball 1.
It's good placement. You can tell he didn't like that call. Him and the umpire have not had a successful day after the jaw shot.
Yeah, he's still unhappy about that. What he thought should have been a dead ball, but looks at that one. 1-0, Jake Hanley at the plate. Hanley only a sophomore. Led the team in RBIs and batting average last year. A snub, though, in my opinion. Only got second team all GMC. I think he should have been first team for sure. And he drills this one, this time to center field. Hall is able to be under that, but Garula is going to tag with no problem at third. Mesa's got a runner 90 feet away.
You know what sucks?
Only one out.
That was just, a little bit to the right, like I said. That sucker could have been gone.
You need to be a little deeper.
The designated hitter, number 4, Michael Murphy.
Here's Murphy now, with the runner just 90 feet away. And once again, the coach going to step up, talk to the umpire, talk to Christman. He's going to come talk to the field umpire now. I think he wants to see if Garula left the base early. They're going to talk things over. It looked to be good for me. Obviously, there might be a little bias in that, but to me, everything looks fine. And now he's going to talk things over with a home plate umpire. Our cameras are good, David, but I don't know if we're good enough to, if they want to come over and ask for an official replay, I think we'd let them. I think they could check the YouTube stream for the official replay.
Give him the wave. And they're going to call him safe.
They will say he's safe.
You got this walk-up music absolutely bumping in the background. I can barely hear you. Evan Amazon decides to turn that sucker down.
DJ Amazon. All right, so Murphy still looks to get his first pitch. Low for breaking ball, ball number 1. 66 is the pitch count now for Chrisman in the bottom of the 6th. Mason looking to get some more insurance. Murphy will lift that one to left field. Looks like it'll be a good opportunity for Garula to tag. He will. The throw won't be any. Play at home. Scoring, standing up, Brendan Garula. Another RBI tonight for Michael Murphy. This time a sac fly. Getting it done for the Comets. They lead 3-0.
The third baseman, number 3, AJ Lefton.
Now Lefton will come to the plate with nobody on and 2 outs. That's good situational. Small ball baseball for Mason. After the double from Garula, a couple of sac flies. Here's ball 1 to Lefton.
That was a Heat walk-up song, don't you think, Howard?
NBA young boy.
I ain't
Maybe
going
some
out.
motivation. There's strike 1 to Lefton.
Little strike on the outside.
You know, baseball is very. A lot of guys like country music, but nothing gets you hyped like some rap music. So your walk-up song, do you go more country, you go more rap?
I'm going rap for sure. You know, I actually helped pick Alex Kelling's walk-up song, Swag Surfin', so Alex Kelling can give me some props.
Not a bad choice.
It's a great choice, actually.
3-1 now on Lefton. Making pitch just on the outside corner. Lefton thought that was ball 4, but that runs the count full.
I kind of also thought that was outside, don't you think?
Yeah.
Close. You wish we had this box like the MLB has. You can see if anything was. Chopper.
Lefton grounds that right to the third baseman, takes that routine play on to first base. And Chrisman gets out of the 6th inning, but not before. Mason adds on another run to lead 3-0. And Samuel will try to slam the door here on the Sycamore Aviators heading into the 7th. Heading into the top of the 7th, Noah Samuel looks to slam the door on the Sycamore Aviators. He's pitched a really good game so far. 6 innings pitched, 1 walk, 12 strikeouts, 1 hit by pitch. And the stat in question, 1 base hit here for Sycamore. I think we're 50-50 split here on if you think it's a hit or an error on A.J. Lefton. So heading into this one.
I'm Team Air.
Team Air? No, you. You're Team Air. You're Team Air.
You're Team Hit.
I think I'm Team Hit. We'll see. We'll see what happens here in the top of the 7th.
We're going to have to talk to Coach Bly after this one and see what he's thinking. He might determine if that's a hit or not. I don't know if Evan Amazon has that power up there to determine.
That's Zach up there.
Oh.
So don't flame Evan Amazon here if we ruin a special moment for Samuel.
He's got one, but I mean, who doesn't want to sing it?
2-1 count on Christ. 87 pitches so far tonight from Samuel.
They're letting him go the distance in the 7th.
I think we'll wait to see what the general consensus is if Mason storms Samuel after he gets out of it, if he can get out of it. 2-2 now on Christ. This game's gone by pretty fast. Less than 2 hours here. Breaking pitch, filthy strikeout number 13 from Noah Samuel. Gets Chris swinging.
Got a lot of scouts here taking notes.
Dylan Dye.
Got the MLB scouts here taking notes on that nasty curveball.
And Blyle come out to talk to Samuel. It's 90 pitches on the night. We're going to wait to see what happens. And take the ball from Samuel, and that's the night for Noah Samuel. 6 1/3, no earned runs, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch. The stat in question, is it 1 base hit or was it an error? But nonetheless, a terrific performance tonight from Noah Samuel. They're going to rely on Quentin Kaler to get the final 2 outs to shut down Sycamore, leading 3-0. We'll head to a quick break. Let Kaler get some warm-up pitches. 2 outs away. Comets lead 3-0.
Dude, that's so...
Quentin Kaler on the mound to shut the door on the Aviators. He just needs 2 outs with Dylan Dye at the plate. Noah Samuel went 6 1/3, pitched terrifically. No earned runs. Kaler, who got the save against Lakota East on Monday, has got an opportunity for another one here. Dye starts it off with a hard grounder. The second baseman, Stroud, gets the first out for Kaler, second out of the inning. And we're now 1 out away from Mason taking game 1 of this series.
33, Charlie
It's
Hall.
all up to Charlie Hall.
Little 92-mile-an-hour fastball from Quentin Kaler on the first pitch. Got the radar gun. Oh, exit velocity, I'm lying. It's kind of an embarrassing moment. Looked like 92, though.
Belo giving us some wrong stats over here behind home plate. And Hall puts a drive into that one in between the right and the left fielder. That one's going to get down. Hall will get 2 on this one. This a stand-up double. This one's not over yet. The second hit of the game for Sycamore, the first for Charlie Hall, and the first off of Quentin Kaler.
Number 4, Josh Kotzen.
Kotzik's going to have a chance here with 1 in scoring position. The tying run stands on deck with 2 outs.
It's getting a bit nippy out here.
It's getting cool.
Good thing I brought the pants, not the shorts.
I wasn't as smart as you.
You brought the khakis. Looking nice, though.
Thank you. Strike 1 dealt from Kaler. And originally I said this game time's looking at under 2 hours, but I forgot this game started at 5:30, so we're looking at 1 hour and 27 minutes, and we're 1 out away here. That's impressive. Impressive work. You got to credit that to Samuel and Christman, as now Hartzik puts that one down the left field line. That one's just foul. Fortunate for Kaler.
You know, I Had a fair share of hits off Quentin Kaler back in the youth days.
Oh, yeah?
Couple 3-for-3 outings to get him. Big Grizzlies.
Maybe that motivated
Mudcats.
him to be the pitcher he is now. 0-2 now on Hotzik. Just outside umpire, no appeal. Or there'll be a late appeal. And they're going to say he did not go. So he's still playing here, 1-2 now. Quentin Kaler still looking for the final strike. On Kotzig. 1-2. Comets lead 3-0. Runner on second. Swung on and missed. Tipped into the mid, and that's it. The Mason Comets take game 1 of the series against the Sycamore Aviators. Noah Samuel, terrific performance, 6 1/3. And a couple of RBIs from Michael Murphy. And that'll do it here for Mason High School.
Sycamore Aviators 0.
David Metzger.
And I'm Ben Haller. Thanks for joining in on this one.
17-3 on the
Comets
year with a 14-1
take a 3-0.
record
We'll be back
in the
tomorrow.
GMC.
Same spot, same time, 5 o'clock at home against the Middletown Middies.